Oh, I didn't know that.
Neither did I until recently. That's not all. The thing is, they have an exception to the rule. They can eat red meat if they're sick, so they recover faster. Then, it's not a sin. So some of them are always coming along with all sorts of ailments. So they can lie around in the infirmary and eat meat. Of course, the monks have precedence, so I have to go to the butcher's. And then, there's not enough money for other things.
Well, well, you learn something new every day.
I've even heard tell that there was a monk who tried to keep pigs in a pond at one time.
Why on earth would he do that?
To prove they're water creatures. The monks are allowed to eat water creatures, you see. Not only fish, but even beavers and the like.
That's good. I'd never come up with something like that. And how did it end up?
I don't know. Maybe they drowned.
That's good, though. I must remember that one.
Tell me, how is it, being in the service of Sir Radzig?
I was surprised he took me into his service after I lost his sword, but it all made sense to me when I found out that actually...
Not to worry, I'll be fine.
Sir Radzig is my father.
What?
Yeah, really. I still can't quite believe it myself either. I'm his son. His bastard son, that is. See, he and Ma had... well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, he left me to my father, my other father, Martin, to raise me, see?
I see. I suppose. And what does that mean for you now?
I'm not quite sure myself. We'll see what happens.
My word. That's quite a story. So now you're Sir Henry of Scarlets.
I don't think so. Not for now, anyway. But to you, I'll always be just plain Henry.
I'm glad you found your feet with Sir Radzig, with your father. That you found your place in the world again, and that...
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll surely find your place too, eventually.
I hope so.
Listen, when she visits you, the Virgin Mary, what does she look like?
Like I said, like that picture above the altar. She just appears in a kind of golden glow, in a blue cloak.
And then?
Then she beckons to me, and things start to appear. Pictures of all kinds. They look like the paintings in church, but moving, glowing with fire and lots of colors and this golden light.
My, that's really something. How is Matthias doing?
No change. He's lying in a fever and nothing helps. I'm really afraid for him.
He'll get better, don't you worry. He's a tough little bugger. No fever is going to beat him.
I hope you're right. Actually, it does look like his fever is dropping a bit, but maybe that's just wishful thinking.
Johanka, what are you actually going to do when we get to the market square?
Actually, I haven't thought about it much. I have to pass on the message from Our Lady to the people, so I'll stand some. But I've never done anything like this. I don't know how. Henry, I'm a bit worried. I never spoke to people like that before. I've no idea what to say. They'll all laugh at me.
Have no fear. You can do it. If you didn't have one...
I suppose you're right.
Think of Matthias. You want him to recover, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Enough beating around the bush.
All right. Goodbye. The Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary came to me in a dream. And she showed me things I've never seen before. A great city. A great and beautiful city it was. Great and beautiful. With many spires. Tall spires. Golden in the sunlight. And around the city was a mighty wall. All this she showed to me. But then the city was suddenly engulfed in flames. The earth began to shake and the gate burst open. Holes opened up in the ground, and from them beasts of hell leapt forth. They broke down the walls and stormed the city through the broken gate. And the beasts hunted down all the sinners. They sank their fangs into their burning flesh and tore them to pieces mercilessly. And the sinners screamed and tried to flee them, but it was in vain. But then Our Lady appeared. Mary, the Holy Mother of God. She covered the whole city in her cloak, smothered the flames, and drove out the beasts. The penitent sinners came out of the city, knelt before the Virgin in prayer, and thanked her for their salvation. That is the vision that came to me. And I believe this message was not meant for me alone. It was a warning to us all. We are those sinners, and we must once again build those mighty walls. Not from stone or wood, but from virtue and love for our neighbor. And whoever has sinned and acted unrighteously must repent and change their ways.
Suckler. That lass doesn't hold
Isn't
back.
she that lass
But there's
who
truth
works for
in what
Brother
she says,
Nicodemus?
no doubt.
The girl was right. She spoke well.
I'd like to see those words. It was like a parable.
Words, all right.
I reckon she was telling us the Blessed Virgin is angry with us. There was a warning, like.
I suppose so. She's from there, ain't she?
Nonsense. She's another charlatan.
The prelates are helpless to do anything about it. And the Lord...
Some trouble, and I didn't know who to go to until I heard you speak.
Not now. Please. I can't.
But you were just talking about helping your neighbor.
All right. But quickly, I beg you.
It's about my husband, Ambrose, the tailor. He's good to me. He's an honest tradesman and a skilled one. But he keeps playing dice. He sits at the table late into the night, and more than once he lost a small fortune.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I don't know how I could help.
I want him to stop, but he won't listen to me. I'm at a loss what to do. I thought maybe if you were to go and have a word with him.
Oh. All right. I'll come and see you when I have some time to spare.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard any...
Let's talk about it later. Right now, Guta, the Sasau tailor's wife, came to talk to me and she was quite desperate.
Yes, I heard everything. So give her some advice then.
But I don't know what to tell her. Our Lady didn't...
Oh, that's what you wanted, isn't it? Your words didn't fall, and now you can't let people down when they come to you. We...
Be quiet and think. We have...
Jesus, you're really full of...
Stop blaspheming and start thinking how we can get Ambrose to give...
Well, I've always found a good punch in the mouth can do a lot to change...
Thanks for that contribution, but I don't think Guta came to me because she wanted her husband...
Yeah, all right. It's what Fritz...
And that's why I'm asking you, and not Fritz.
Supposing Ambrose were to lose enough to make... Mal was used to scold me by saying, one...
That's it, Henry. Ambrose has to realise... But I can't go anywhere. Never mind playing dice in taverns.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Henry. Go and see the tailor's wife and sort it out with her. Good luck, then.
Good health to you, Henry. Good morning.
Johanka sent me. She asked me to help you with your trouble.
She did, but she said she'd come herself.
Well...
I'm afraid that's What now, though?
Well, Johanka thought it would help if Ambrose saw how playing dice was no good either for himself or for you. You won't get anywhere telling him off. Ambrose has to realise it for him. If he lost everything he has to me...
Oh, God, no. I want him to stop playing, not...
No, don't worry. Whatever I win from him, I'll give it back to you.
Do you swear? By the Virgin Map?
I'm not going to make a sacred oath over such a worldly thing. My word...
If you won't swear to give...
Come on, don't tell me you don't trust me. After all, Johanka sent me. I'm doing this for your own good, and your husband's.
That's true enough. Very well, then. If you think it'll help...
Do you think he'll want to play with me?
Well, he promised not long ago he'd quit. Better help... And if he's feeling...
All right. Thanks for the... Where can I find Ambrose?
He's not here now. He's getting ready for a trip to Kuttenberg on some business or other. No doubt you'll find him at the inn. God be with you.
Well, well, Goodman Ambrose.
Yes. Is there something I could do for you?
I heard you were about to leave for Kuttenberg.
Aye. Sir Sebastian von Berg ordered new clothes, and he won't. I have to go and buy some fine linen. I'm taking 600.
Ah, I see. Oh, Sir Sebastian's...
True indeed. I'll be on my way.
One beer for me.
God save you, good night. What can I do for you?
Let's have a drink together to pass...
That's kind of you, lad. See you later. Good health.
May it serve you.
You look like a fellow who's been around.
Oh, it's safer in the... But we attack them and...
My word.
Sir Radzig Kobyla. Let's drink to Sir Radzig.
Yes, to the bold...
And to his loyal servant...
Aye, we'll drink to you.
Oh, there was a band of...
So it's true that...
A dreadful...
May he rest.
Sigismund's...
I heard, lad.
They didn't get every...
That was smart.
Certainly what?
To the quick...
Did you hear what happened?
No. What?
Some bandits attacked the...
God have mercy.
Ah, but the villagers weren't... But it didn't end with that.
God have mercy on us.
It turned out it wasn't the plague, though.
The low-down horse hunts.
Let's drink to those...
Glory to them.
Not even the pestilence could break them.
Glory to your...
Aye, and may try...
Aye.
I think I overdid it a bit.
I'm hungry. I'd like a bite to eat.
Well... I'll tell you something. Say,
That's right.
that's I.
And it's... But the city elders are trying...
The devil take that!
My word.
I'm from Scallop.
Oh.
Awful hard.
Then let's...
Well, enough chat. How about a little game?
Sure. One little...
Ah, not... Hey! Let's do it then. Up. 12 score groschen.
240? You must be very rich.
6 score groschen.
Jesus, that's too much. I thought it was to be a friendly...
12 score groschen.
240? You must be very rich.
3 score groschen.
That's quite a pile. So bring it on.
Here you are. Good health. Got it for you right here.
If
Yeah.
I was in your shoes,
minute.
I'd pass while the
Here.
going's good. Good
come
day.
on.
Last time I had a throw.
I've only got 2 hands.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Ale.
Finished.
I'd like a beer.
Aye, I'll be back in 2 shakes.
One ale, please.
Coming.
That's it.
Pour me one.
Got it
What the
for you
hell's
right
with
here.
these damn dice?
Here we are. Certainly, I'll fetch it right away.
I hope that's the end of it.
My pleasure.
Damn. I should never have played with you.
Ah, it didn't cost you much, did it? You'll do better next time.
No, I'll play no more today. I can see my luck's not in.
Just one little game, and I thought you were made of sterner stuff.
Oh yeah? Don't get too fond of those groceries.
That's the spirit. 6 score grosh.
Jesus, that's too much.
3 score grosh.
That's quite a part.
Put me an ale.
St. George, guide my hand. I hope that's the end of it.
A tankard, here.
One beer.
Cussed luck! Damn. I should never have played with...
Ah, it didn't cost you much, did it? You'll do...
No, I'll play no...
Learn how to lose.
Unlike you, I know when...
Here, enjoy it. Here, enjoy it. My pleasure.
What a thought.
God be with you, Henry.
I went to see the tailor's wife.
Oh,
It looked promising to begin with, but then Ambrose dug his heels in and wouldn't...
that's a shame. But maybe in time he'll come round.
How are things going otherwise?
You wouldn't believe what happened.
Oh?
She said she wanted to find a different... She said she decided to change her life after listening to me.
What, one girl? No procession of penitents?
If I helped one soul onto the right path, if only there were more...
Yes, indeed. I might know of someone. There's this prostitute in Liddell.
And how do you know her?
I happened across her by chance when I was... Don't look at me like that. She was mixed up with one of them and I had to question her.
That sounds promising.
Hmm.
I'm not sure. But to give up what she's doing and find it... If she works at the baths, she'll surely have...
What basic things? Laundry?
No! She'd know about healing wounds, health-giving decoction.
You're right. I'll head off right now.
Henry, please try and convince... Good luck, then.
Good afternoon.
Is Adela still working here?
What do you want Adela for? Ain't my tits big enough?
Yes. Plenty big. But I really need to...
How should I know? Go and ask me. Goodbye.
God be with you.
I'm looking for a certain...
Then you should ask the bathhouse wench. Farewell.
I'm honored.
I'm looking for...
Then you should take care now.
What are you looking for? You'd better not disturb anyone here. I've got an important guest.
Christ! Is that Adela?
It's a bit...
Unpleasant.
The gentleman is a little on the rough side, but he pays...
I want to talk to her.
You can't now. The door stays locked.
Let me into her, or I swear to God, you'll end up in worse shape.
You wouldn't. Leave me alone. Take the damn key.
She's sitting right outside the door. She can hear. Are you yanking my pizzle?
I'm not going anywhere.
For Adela? But I paid.
Don't call her a whore.
She fucks for money, you it.
Now you've fucked up.
Fucker. You'll get one. You fucking. Stop, see, yeah. I'm over here.
God be with you. Good luck, then.
What in God's name have you done? Oh my God. Hedson will kill...
Everything will be all right.
All right? You said that about Hinnick, and he ended up...
Leave this place.
What? What?
You don't have to live in this rat hole anymore.
Who gave you that idea?
I came up with it myself.
Oh, and what?
Well, if it's money you need, I can give you...
What? Do you think you can buy me like livestock?
Yes, exactly. I just want to see to it that you don't...
And who asked you to do that? You're worse than the... At least they know they can only have me for a while.
I'm only doing it for you.
I can look out for my own good.
Ah, of course.
I should think so.
Johanka sent...
What Johanka are you talking about?
She's from Skalitz, like me.
They all claim that.
But she really is.
How could you know that?
Because maybe...
What?
The Blessed Virgin started...
Visiting?
Well, that's how Johanka...
But why would...
It was only on account of her that the wounded...
I heard they took them in at...
Aye, but they didn't exactly bend over back. Johanka had to take care of them on her own. Look, when I came to see her the first, she could have just gone.
But... What?
It was Johanka who sent me to you. She had visions. And according to these visitations...
And you believe in the...
Yes.
I'd like...
Well, why don't you try it then?
How? Like I should just drop everything here, pack my thing...
Why not?
It's madness. It's like starting all over from...
And why did you become
a prostitute.
Yeah.
If you're expecting to hear some touching tale about a... I didn't want a husband, and I needed...
So just for money?
What do you think I do it for?
Well, yes. Money isn't every...
So what else should I do in your...
Why don't you get married?
Any idea how many husbands I see in here? While their wives are at home with...
You won't avoid black eyes here.
At least he pays...
You can just find yourself a different livelihood.
Why? What's wrong with...
What about when you get older? Do you think the men will...
That's true, unfortunately.
You can't go on like this forever. You could...
What do you know about such things?
I've seen plenty, believe me.
Oh. I try not to...
Well, maybe you should. The apothecary in Rat-Eye could tell you a...
I'm not sure. I don't think it's...
Haven't you ever thought of doing something...
Like what?
You don't have to be whoring.
I don't have to, but I'd barely survive.
Well, don't the baths make enough money?
They do, but it all goes...
Ah.
I'm not sure.
You don't care that you're
So,
And can you live with it?
What do you mean?
I mean, doesn't it trouble your conscience?
I've always done what I could to survive.
If you say so.
I'm not sure. I don't...
But you're a pariah. No one...
What do I care about anyone else? Let them look out for them.
You won't always be able to manage on your own, whether you like it or not.
So what?
Do you want to end up like Hinek?
I don't, and that's exactly what... But I still think I'm sorry, but this is going nowhere.
But we...
To tell the truth, I don't believe you.
Oh, well, it's your decision. You'll have to answer to...
That's my affair. God bless.
I went to Ledetko.
And?
Not very well, I'm afraid. I had a heart-to-heart talk with her, but it was in vain.
Oh, that's a real... And that I'd have someone... I'll pray for her...
And how are things going here?
Much the same as all, but... There's these... troublemakers.
Troublemakers?
Aye. While you were gone, some...
Oh?
I didn't see them at it, but there's some and whenever I go into town...
Take liberties how?
No. They just... make all sorts of... And when someone comes to see me, they make... Maybe... you could have...
A word? I'll give him such a hiding, they'll be...
Oh, no, Henry. I'll be glad if you can get them to stop, but...
All right, I'll do what I can.
Good luck, then.
Beware of that Yonka at the... God be with you.
Fuck off.
My word. The gent...
Get the hell out of here, and...
Ah, we'd love to oblige, but...
Don't fuck with me. You leave your hanker alone, or I'll straighten out that crooked face of yours.
All right, easy now.
For now. But if you as much...
Sure, we get...
I dealt with those troublemakers. They won't be coming...
Thanks, Henry. You didn't say anything about...
Ah, he knows nothing about it. You don't think I need the help of...
Good. I wouldn't want him to...
Oh? What?
No. Listen. There's some merchant staying at... Would you go with me to see him? I know those thugs are gone, and it should be safe...
Of course I'll go. It's only a stone.
Pavel of Colin. I believe you were asking for me?
Thank you for coming, Johanka. I apologize, but I feel a little confused. It's your preaching. In truth, I don't know what...
I'm sorry to say, this is just plain old Johanka from Skalitz.
And this is Henry. He's telling the truth. What is it you wanted to see me about?
Divine providence led me back to Sasau after many... And by the same grace I heard the words you preached. And my eyes were open.
Just as the Blessed Virgin wanted.
I've encountered many things in my life, but I never before heard a true prophetess speak. And you're right. It came to me that it was time for me, and I decided to do some deed for the common...
You speak very eloquently, Pavel.
I notice you have an armed escort with you.
Because not everyone in Sasau hears the words of the Virgin.
This may be yet another ray of divine providence. You see, I'm looking for someone with an adventurous but honest soul. Someone who would find some wealth that I lost and donate it all to the deserved.
Aha. Henry here could be just the...
Is that so, Henry?
Well, I can't say I'm any the wiser from...
Not to worry. I'll happily tell you more.
If you feel we've said all that needs to be said, I'll leave you and...
So?
Johanka is an exceptional person with an important...
Well, I'm glad people see her that way. But I just try and help her as an ordinary friend who's concerned...
A job like any other, is it?
Anyway, what is it you want help with?
But it didn't turn out entirely as planned. And I was obliged to hide some... Who would even imagine that in the ruins of an old settlement... I tried to go and recover it myself, and I can be glad that I didn't pay for that.
Yeah, I've just noticed a few scratches on your face.
The truth is even more... No doubt another divine sign.
No, I'm not surprised. Merchants in the... Where is this treasure of yours? I could get the dog to sniff it out.
I'll describe the way there. You can enter the woods between the quarry and the marshland. There's a small stream that flows into the river. Following it upstream as I already said, I tripped and rolled quite a way. As if that weren't enough, I lost...
Well, maybe it'll still be there. Unless it's been devoured.
Who knows? If you should find it, you're well... Anyway, at the point where I fell, if you follow it closely, and you'll need to keep your eyes peeled, you'll come upon the ruins of a settlement. And in one of those ruins...
Right, quarry, stream, path, ruins.
Actually, I'd rather you made the donation for me. Meanwhile, I'll give some thought...
Well, how could I refuse a pleasant stroll in the countryside?
You are indeed an adventurer. As I recall, I hid there not only a large amount, nothing valuable, just a dagger, which will be rusty by now. Please bring that to me too, as a memento. Good luck, Henry.
Can you tell me again
In the woods by Sasau. I can't say quite precisely. And my own attempts at recovering it most of the way you have to go uphill along After a while, you come upon a...
Maybe I could go there on horse?
It's not ideal terrain for horse rides. Anyway, from there you should follow the trail deeper into the wood. When you reach a small ruined settlement, you're at the right place.
Well, couldn't you just donate some other money?
It seems peculiar, I admit. As Johanka said, we are those sinners, and we must rebuild those walls. That's why it must be this money.
When you were talking about
The Virgin Mary chose Sasau. Both places.
The rat house. When you...
I believe...
When you were talking about...
I believe...
Tell me again.
I can't say it's something I'll spare you any unnecessary... Many years ago, I
Well, I don't need...
It was in... So I let my associates... Upon my return to Colleen, the council... Since King Wenceslas succeeded to the throne, I have lived...
But your deed caught up with you at last.
Just so.
Heel.
Damn it, I wish I was able to swim. Here's a stream. I've got to follow its course upstream, deeper into the woods. I must remember this spot when I'm on the way back.
I must remember this spot when I'm on the way back. Poaching, are we?
No, I'm on guard against...
Is there some abandoned set?
Hi, at the end of the trail through the woods. Just follow it, and you... I saw some mercenaries going there not long ago. Probably that ain't my style there. I'm more of a sneaky fella. I like to spot them at a distance.
What's so mysterious?
There's a lot of lairs and dens. Valuables left by ancestors. You only have to put your ear to the ground and listen to the stuff.
I don't, but I can imagine.
Even the branches whisper sometimes.
Oh, on the lookout for a cue.
Aye, the whole countryside's full of them. You...
Oh, I can't say I've smelt any.
You haven't got a nose for 'em. Quimos of a... like a mouldy foot rubbed with blueberries. Stein. Wallenrode.
What do you think you're doing? Have a mind to call the guards.
The itchy bun.
I can't just drop everything and leave. Who's this then? I'm here at last. I'll have to comb the whole place. The bold knight, Sir Sebastian. I suppose I should tell him about it. Who's this then?
Rossz helyen vagy, rossz időben.
Itt nem látom. Megjött a mulatság.
Here it is. Groschen and a dagger.
God almighty, has something happened to you?
I have a gift of money for Johanka's infirmary.
Johanka's, you say? I'd like to remind you that the infirmary belongs to the... But of course, as long as no other serious issues arise. Who is the donor?
The donation is from Pavel of Kolin.
Indeed. I've heard that he has openly objected to how we handle the monastery's assets.
Well, it depends what you mean by...
This will clearly bring more trouble than benefit. Take care.
For the love of God!
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours...
So...
I'm at a loss for words. It sounded almost like it... Flames, a golden city, beast... I heaved a sigh of relief when the Virgin... It was the best sermon I ever...
Oh, thank you. What about other people?
I'd say they liked it.
Oh. And do you think it made sense?
Oh, yes. We must prepare to do battle with...
I think you missed... We must amend...
Aha, right. I get it now.
I'm glad you do. Thank you, Henry.
So am I. I wouldn't... Any news about...
Yes! It's He's still lying in bed. But he's slowly... I think he's really going to...
See? Like I said. Matthias... So this Pavel wants... Can you advise me who...
The infirmary could... Decoctions for fever may not be...
So should I give the money to you?
No. There's already enough gossip about where I'm... The overseer takes care of all the financial...
The thing is, Pavel is afraid the monastery's building work. I couldn't persuade him otherwise.
That's a pity. But it's his...
I brought you some...
That's sweet of you.
I've got quite a bit of... I see things. I'm glad you know.
Ah,
Sure. I brought you some.
that's sweet of you.
You seem a bit anxious.
Oh, yes. Quite all right.
It's just that I had a feeling something was troubling.
God be with you.